Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are doing another calligraphy ink. This one is from, I think the company is called Calli & Co. It has this, Alexa, stop. It has this, label on it. It's called Adeline, and, iZinc Calli & Co. Old Gold. Comes in a tiny pot like this. This is a rather old pot. This is my first calligraphy ink. Needless to say, this was the first ink that I tried to put in a fountain pen. Needless to say, I ruined that pen beyond repair, and it is now living in a landfill somewhere, probably. So, don't put calligraphy inks in your pen. Don't do it. Just don't. It's not going to be a good outcome, let me tell you. Okay, what am I doing? I'm trying to... Oh, it opened on the opposite side. I had to... What I wanted... I want the embedded link so I can share this with my friends at this time. I would encourage you to share this with your friends, so that they can come and hang out with us too. I have to open my mouth so I can pronunciate my words. Alright, we're going to share this to the Tumblr, and the Blogger, and the Pinterest, and the Reddit, and the LinkedIn, and the Twitter, and the Tumblr. Alright. Now that everything is shared out... Hi, Obs. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day. Happy Saturday. Happy Pride Month for those of you who are celebrating Pride Month. So, today we're doing a gold ink. Gold. I see gold in them thar hells. So, let's turn some lights on so we can actually see what's going on. Here is our ink of the day. Very nice. This is an acrylic ink, which means that it's mostly a clear glue that with some gold shimmer particles inside of it. Okay, here is our ink swatch. And because I want to do the water resistance test, I want to show you that this is a permanent ink. So I'm going to break out the water. My cap is dusty. Pipette. Dribble, 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 dribble. Grab a thing, and you can see that I am rubbing it and it's not coming off, so that means that it's permanent. Alright, there's the ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it's not going anywhere once it's dry. Here's a closer look at the bottle. It's a rather small bottle, probably like 10 milliliters. Super small. Now, when I first got this bottle, the ink was much more thicker than it is now. I added one. I didn't know much about acrylic ink, but it had come to like it was it had become a sludge. And it was very thick. So this is what it actually looked like when it originally came out of the bottle. It was very thick. It wasn't kind of this watered down version. So you can see that it was very thick. And I found out that you can add water to acrylic to water it down. So that's what I did. I added water and I shook it up and it watered it down and it made it usable again. So, and then once the water dries, or evaporates rather, then it just leaves the glue and the shimmer particles behind. Alright, here is our calendar so far. It's turning out very nice, very nice. So far, so good. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. I put a piece of tape on a thing and I couldn't remember what it was for. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? It leaves the glue and the glitter, yes. This is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. No feathering. Tiny hint of bleed through. A little bit of ghosting. Oops. This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Nice and shimmery. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. This is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Moleskin 70 GSM. Nice shimmer. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. This is Field Notes Journal. Nice shimmer. No feathering. Little bit of ghosting. This is Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Nice shimmer. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is Ayush 100 GSM paper. Nice shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Tomoe River 52 GSM. Oh, somebody liked my post. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Alright, this is Midori MD paper. Nice shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is Leuchtturm 1917. Kind of blobbed out on the page, but it didn't run, so that's good. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. That's pretty good when you can put acrylic on paper and it doesn't bleed through. That's pretty amazing. Alright, this is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. No feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. Why am I feeling like, oh, that's why I forgot to zoom in. Like, why are these so far away? Brilliant scientist over here. This just in. Maybe not such a brilliant scientist. Now it's like not letting me focus. Oh my god. There. Alright. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This phone is weird. Alright, this is Marmon Mnemosiny, 80 GSM Doctrine. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I am amazed. It's amazing how has it really bled through. Yeah, you would think that the acrylic would bleed through the paper, but it doesn't, which is really cool. Alright, this is Oxford Optic paper. No feathering. Barely any bleed through. Not even barely any ghosting. Okay. This is Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. No feathering. Barely any ghosting. Lamy booklet, 90 GSM. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is Up and Up Wide Rule composition book from Target.com. No feathering. No bleeding, little bit of ghosting. This is True Red composition book from Staples.com. No feathering. No bleeding, barely any ghosting. Apica. Apica 81.4 GSM paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghost. No bleeding, no ghosting. The Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tumaway River. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Rhodia Dot Pad, 80 GSM. No feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Artist Loft, 100 GSM paper. No feathering. Tiny bit of ghosting. Buffet handmade paper from Italy. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. U-Style notebook paper. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Sheffield home paper goods. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Mead wide ruled notebook paper. Oh, it is feathering just a little bit right here. Right here on the O, you can kind of see where it's feathering into the page. That's like the only bit of feathering I've seen so far. And it did bleed a little bit through the page. Mead is just the worst. Alright, this is 5-star notebook paper. No feathering. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Speckled notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Akabe cross-section pad. I don't see any feathering. No bleeding, no ghosting. Maybe a tiny hint of ghosting right there, but that's about it. JNB Copper Plate Graph Pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. No feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. An original Crown Mail 100 GSM paper. Barely any feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, let's do a comparison panel. This is gonna be a weird one because, it's not really a yellow ink, and it's not really a brown ink. I don't have a gold section for comparisons, so this is going to be rather interesting. We're going to go through some yellows and see if I can... Oh, that's a bit bright. I might have to turn the... Uh-oh. I might have to turn the... contrast down just a lot. Oh dear, I might have to turn this off. Does that help? Oh, that helps. Oh my goodness, it's so bright I can't even tell what color it is. I might have to put this on a slant so we can see the color. Okay, so we're gonna go through some yellows and see if we can match this to anything. Uh-oh, damn it, now there's a shadow. Never ends. Okay, so this is Calli & Co. Old Gold next to Diamond Candlelight, Noodler's Apache Sunset, Pelican Golden Barrel, Van Diemen's Harvest Apple Cider, Pen BBS 399, Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, Roar and Klinger Helianthus, Diamond Gold Star, Pannonia Dungo, MMD Golden Afternoon, Robert Oster NG Special, Noodler's Yellow, Sailor Manyo Yamabuki, I just did that one, Krishna Primary Yellow, Robert Oster Aussie Gold, Robert Oster Chartreuse, LP Pastillier, L'Aptissa Pastillier, Jaune Jasmine, Diatramentis Document Yellow, Andorilium American Goldfinch Yellow, Diamine Amber, Bakersfield Food Color Yellow, Mont Blanc Golden Yellow, Diamond Sunshine Yellow, Troublemaker Mango, Mayora Giallo Tufo, Birmingham Pen Company Apple Snail, this one's kinda close, Diamond Three Kings, Diamond Golden Sands, this one is actually kinda close, but it's looks strange to the eye. Diamine Louise, Robert Oster African Gold. These are very similar, actually. And then Pure Pens Cotswold, another one that's kind of similar. I do want to look at some browns because I think that might lean a little brown. This is Birmingham Burley Wood. See if I can find some gold and browns in here. Don't really have a whole lot of gold inks. Diamine Golden Brown, Diamine Raw Sienna, KWZ Honey, Diamine Brandy Snap, Diamine Sepia, Diamine Autumn Oak, Graphon Faber-Castell, Cognac Brown, Noodler's Golden Brown, that one's kind of close, Tobacco Sunburst. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, that's just the beginning. That's just one flavor. I have well over 1,000 inks by now. I think I'm going to put this one in the gold and the yellow. Lion. Oh, shit. I need to finish the review first. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Well, not a whole lot can compare to this ink. So, and that is all. I want to thank all of my patrons for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. I'm getting a payout tomorrow, so we may have to make a trip to the art supply warehouse to see if I can find some more cool tools for us to use. I want to see if they have any more Lamy paper because I'm almost out of Lamy paper. Does anybody use Lamy paper from my channel? Because if you do use the Lamy paper, then I will get more of it. But if nobody uses it, then maybe it could just go away. I mean, it's the same as Clairefontaine, so if you're thinking thoughts about getting Lamy paper, I understand that they have the cool ruling, which is Lamy grid. Lamy style grid is kind of unique if you're learning penmanship. Zoom in really quick. You can see that it has the little dots in between the lines so that it's great for learning calligraphy. Did I learn some calligraphy in this book? Yeah, I did. So if you're learning calligraphy, it's great for. Don't notice my shitty handwriting. It is great for practicing calligraphy. Good lord, this is probably 5 years ago when I started learning calligraphy. Oh, this was really bad. It was pretty bad. But if you practice, then you will get better at it. And that's just how it is. So, the longer that you practice, the better you will get at whatever you're... And I've done all of the inks since Diamine Golden Ivy. That was probably 3 years ago. Yeah, that was probably 3 years ago. Every day for 3... Oh, you can't even see what I'm looking at. Damn it. So every day for the last 3 years, I've done a review in this book. I used to do a little hatch swatch, but then I stopped doing the hatch swatch because it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I have reviewed a lot of inks in this book. Still got some more left, so and this is where we're at. Oh no, I still have a little bit of room there. This is where we're at, and this is the last page. So if you really want to learn good calligraphy, I highly recommend something called French Rule. French Rule paper. No, I don't have one. Here, let me see. Do I have a piece of French Rule? I might. I might have a piece of French Rule. Where is it? Somewhere. Oh crap, I can't find it. Anyway, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to get some myself. At any rate, French Rule has the regular lines like this. And then in between the lines, it has a line here, a line here, and a line here. So it really helps with getting your letter spacing in between the lines real accurate like. Yeah, it's got basically 4 spaces for making real accurate letters, like A, and you're doing your R's. So it's really helpful. I swear I had some. I don't know what I did with it. It's been misplaced, just like everything else in my life. Too many things. This is what happens when you have too many things. Okay, well, that is all I have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And please check out the Patreon if you would like to support the channel. That's patreon.com/MarilynDarlingShow. And even if you can't give pennies, it would really make a difference if you follow the patron. There are going to be some free things coming up. I'm going to be teaching a course on some flourishing abilities for the patron portion of the Patreon, so look forward to that soon. Do I like vintage pens? Yes. Well, no, not really. I mean, I like to look at them, but I don't like. I have 3 vintage pins. This is a Waterman 12 with a Boinga Boinga nib. I also have another Waterman 12 without a clip. And then I have another Waterman 12 with a clip. Do you see a running theme here? I like Waterman 12s. They're nice. They're nice and flexible. Or stiff, depending on the person who you get them from. Anyway, I have to go. So, that's all for today. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye.